the Mesa Tactical Urbino pistol grip stock setup right now on Pirate Firearms and Reloading. Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to go over something I've just picked up. I'm starting a project where I'm going to rebuild one of my Remington 870s into what I'm going to call the modern day trench gun or modern day trench sweeper. So I've had a traditional swept shotgun stock on it for a long time. In fact, I had one that's recoil reducing to get newer people into shotguns. Now I just want to turn this thing into, I don't know, more ninja tactical, shall we say. So I have gone ahead and purchased a bunch of products from Mesa Tactical, and we're going to be going over a few of those as I put this shotgun together. So the one I'm going to start with today is what you see on screen, the Urbino pistol grip stock system. That's a bit of a mouthful. Let's just call it a pistol grip stock. So there's a couple of things that initially attracted me to this. It's got that Benelli sort of design, if you like. You have got a variety of different opportunities to mount sling studs. There's also one that fits up in here. You can also add a loop here up on the receiver as well, or you can put that round on the other side, depending on your preference. I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use the Benelli style ambidextrous sling adapter, which will insert in there like that. The other thing is this shotgun has ghost ring sights on it and a Picatinny rail, so they offer a riser system on this, and this riser system is really cool. You have a little detent here on the back which allows you to pull the recoil pad off, obviously access the internals of the stock for mounting purposes, but this riser is simply on a rail type system. So there is a series of rails on the inside of the cheek riser, and there is a singular rail here on the stock. So you don't have to use it if you don't want to. You can actually purchase them individually. I decided to purchase the set, obviously. The other thing that I have done, this is their standard recoil pad. It's definitely serviceable, but if you want something a little softer, you can purchase an optional extra, which is the Limb Saver recoil pad. So your traditional Limb Saver style pad, nice and spongy. And if you want to swap them out, it's that simple. So let's go ahead and go through the mounting process. So the kit comes with a whole different variety of install products and a instruction book for most tactical style shotguns, but we're going to go through the 870 style of mounting today. Now I do have an 870 clone, but it is exactly the same. In fact, I think the quality is just a little bit nicer than some of the stuff coming out of Remington these days. So here is my 870. As you can see, it's not exactly factory. ATI heat shield from memory. I've currently got a Hogue rubber overmold forend on here. Most likely going to change that out. Here in New Zealand we're allowed 5 in the magazine tube, so a +1 extension up here. Like I mentioned, ghost ring sights, Picatinny rail. So I've taken the liberty of removing the old stock, and we're going to go ahead mounting the new one. The first thing you need to do is find the appropriate parts. You're going to need the long bolt included in the set. Certain shotguns will reuse their own factory one. In my case, I'm going to have the blanking, put that up there, I'm going to have the blanking adapter, which is going to go up here. It is conveniently marked up and down, if the camera picks that up. So that's going to sit in there and fill in that gap. I'm not going to use the sling plate up there. There is a plate and a lock washer, and of course the sling adapter plate. Now, I'm going to give you a little tip here. They do mention in the book that you will get a small amount of rattle from this sling plate. What I've gone ahead and done to get rid of that is I have put some heat shrink over the mounting bolt in the position roughly where this guy sits. It's going to make it a little bit harder for me to feed this through, but it'll negate any rattle if you don't have a sling mounted. They recommend that once you've mounted the sling, you're not actually going to get any rattle, but we're just going to eliminate it anyway in case I'm not running a sling. So, first things first, I'm going to put the sling adapter plate into the stock, remembering that the mounting hole is upward. Just like that. I am going to feed my lock washer with the teeth side facing the bolt head and the big plate washer. Now this will now feed through the inside of the stock. When I come across the bit of heat shrink, it's going to get a little tight. I'm just going to spin it. Just like that. Now it takes a number 3 Phillips head. Trusty fix-it sticks with a number 3. So there is quite a bit of movement here where the bolt can go. That's probably a good thing because no two shotguns are created the same. Now normally I would add Loctite, however because this has a lock washer in it, I'm not going to today. Okay folks, well that was a little interesting to get that started. I ended up doing it off camera. So as you can see, it's now lining up very, very nicely. Okay, that's nice and tight. As you can see, really nice, simple installation. That only took a few minutes, even with working around cameras and trying to align things while still getting a good camera shot, throwing a new stock on. So now what we're going to do is slide on the riser. Now, there's a few more Mesa tactical accessories I'm going to go over. So there's going to be a couple of videos in this build series. The next one you're going to see, I'm going to talk about some of their shot shell holders. So obviously I've got plenty of real estate on the side of the receiver. And so we're going to look at putting on some shell holders. One thing I did fail to mention, it does have this really nice rubber over molded grip here with a little foot stop at the bottom to help keep your hand on the grip. That's really nice. It's a good sizing. Still nice and clear for the safety here, but very, very nice setup from Mesa Tactical. So very happy. We'll catch you in the next one, folks.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss out on anything. And if you found this video helpful, please share it with your friends. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comments below. Catch you next time.